You know, if you're trying to do your own drywall or drywall repairs and you're not a pro, you're bound to have some failures. Unless you just get lucky, maybe you only do one or two, but it's really common. Now I'm going to tell you how to take care of that and why you don't want to panic. Right after this. Okay, I hear it all the time, I see it all the time, and I know that if you guys are trying to do this very much, there's a good chance, especially in the beginning, when you're new to this, that you're going to have a complete failure or maybe just a semi-failure of what you're trying to do. It didn't come out right, it's just not working. Well, don't panic. That's why I created this channel. Now the problem with this channel is it's hard to answer and figure out everything that we need to teach you in a short little video. That's why we're coming out with some drywall courses. These courses will walk you through and it'll start you at the very beginning. You can skip through what you already know, but it's going to teach you things like terminologies, techniques, basic techniques, tools. It's going to come with my ebook called It's the Guide to Choosing Drywall Tools and Materials. And that's going to help you out a lot. But in the meantime, what you want to do, I'm going to give you some solutions for that. Now, as you know, I'm here to help you guys, to teach you guys how to do this. So I feel bad when you guys have a failure, and I don't hear that very much. I actually hear about the successes a lot. And I think that's because I try and really go in depth and give you the necessary information to avoid those failures, like how to hold your knife, what angle, how much pressure to put on it, and so on. I draw you out illustrations. My courses are going to go even more in depth with that. It's going to be even more helpful. But even some of you who are making drywall a career, you're going to have some failures. That's how we learn a lot of times, is we screw up, we learn from our mistakes, and we don't do it next time. You get better. Believe me, I have screwed up many times in my career. It's part of the learning process. So don't panic. Don't get too flustered. I'm going to give you a couple of options. If you feel like you really kind of got in over your head, go to my website at thatkiltedguy.com. I've got some consulting services there. You can decide how much help you need, and there's 3 levels. And I'll be glad to help you, walk you through the process, figure out what you did wrong, how to correct it, and so on. If it's real simple, you might ask me in a comment on one of the videos. I might be able to answer it there. Another option is to go to Patreon, our Patreon page. I've got all these different levels all the way up to $150. Like right now, I have one of you who is needing help with choosing a drywall contractor to do a pretty extensive popcorn ceiling removal, skim coating. And she wants to know if they're putting everything they should in the contracts. Are they covering their bases right? Does it look like they are a legit company, and so on? So I have sent her copies of examples of my contracts so she can kind of compare. I also sent her a free copy of my ebook called How to Choose a Contractor. Gives her a lot of valuable information. And then when she sends me anything, like she sent me some of their estimates, well, honestly, the original estimate was one of them was really vague. One just gave her a price and said he wouldn't do anything more till she commits. I don't really agree with that. I always tried to spell out what I'm going to do, and then I have a contract that spells out everything else after that, but I always tried to spell out mask off, how much I'm going to mask off, cover the floors, what we're going to do step by step, line item, how much we're going to clean up, is the homeowner going to clean up, etc. So I'm helping her with that, and it could save her thousands, because this is like a $10,000 to $13,000 job. So if you need that kind of help, you can do it on Patreon or through that kiltedguy.com. Now on that kiltedguy.com, I just revamped that whole website, so go check that out too. I've got all kinds of helpful stuff, like more ebooks you can pick up, like that Contractor guide, common mistakes that ruin your drywall, which we're kind of talking about here. That's in my Etsy store, so all those links are on there. And also, I put a new section on there if you want to show your support for our channel, help us grow. It would really be appreciated. I give you all kinds of options. I did some figuring the other day, and after 6 years, all the many hours I've worked, I've averaged around $5 an hour. So I've yet to actually turn this into a profitable business. Now this year we're making better money, but I'm averaging all 6 years and still making pretty low. So I appreciate your guys' support. Even these consulting fees help. So here's, let's see, there's two options there to get help from me. The other is, of course, search more of my videos. Now, if you're gonna search for one of my videos, you're gonna have a hard time finding it sometimes, because you're gonna see all these other drywall videos that pop up that compete, and they might show you slightly different techniques, which is gonna confuse you. I'm not saying don't watch them. I'm just saying, if this guy says to do it with a trowel only, and I say here's how to do it with a pan and a knife, you're gonna get confused. So I would suggest trying to find my video first. And the way you do that is search for every form of that subject you can, like drywall repairs or drywall mistakes, and then add that Kilted guy at the end. My videos will pop up every time. Now, let's say all that doesn't help you out. Here's another option. Scrape it off and start over. So let's say you feel like you got a hump. It just looks bad. It's, you know, you're wondering, should I skim coat the whole wall now or whatever? You might want to actually just scrape off that humped area, peel off the tape, sand it down, start over. I wouldn't paint it until you're sure it's looking good. Now, if you just look at it without an intense light, it could easily fool you. So what you need to do, let me see if I have a light here. So before you paint, when you think you've got the repairs all done, here's the drywaller's secret. Everybody should do this. Get your bright light. I've got one of my old portable studio lights here. You can see it's bright. So you take this and shine it right down the wall. And what that does is it makes all the shadows show. You might be able to see it in this t-shirt. It's creating shadows over here. All those shadows, that's what gives away your repair. Now, note that almost all repairs will show some shadow, but if you shine it down there and you see a big, nasty shadow, you probably got a bad hump. But you can also use it to spot pinholes, edges, scratches, and believe me, a lot of times you can't see them till you get that light out. Don't just shine it one way, shine it that way, come back this way, maybe shine it up and down, kind of move it around, especially if it's a repair. So if you can't, if you do go that route and you scrape it off and you start over, watch my video called Drywall Mistakes. There's one of them where I show how using a wider knife will really help you. You might even want to pick up one of these, and that is the skim coating blades. This is a 24-inch blade. They're about $70 or $80, but this thing, it's got this long blade on here. One of the problems you guys have is you try and you use little 6-inch knives or something, and you get a bevel this time, each time you run across there, you're getting a little different contour. It's not smooth. You put that mud on there fairly heavy with this, you take this across, it's going to be smooth. It's going to have a nice contour. I really think, I'm not just pitching this to you, I think this can help a lot of you novices out. Now this is by Level 5. I happen to be an affiliate for them because I believe in their tools. And I can get you 10% off any of these tools. Just look in the description right below the video, not all the way down at the comments, in the description. Click that show more. It's got a little arrow. It's kind of hard to see, I know sometimes. And there'll be links to it. And yeah, I do earn 5% on anything, and that helps us out too. Well, I hope that helped you out, because that's my whole goal on this channel, is to help you guys. And I hear thousands of stories of how I've helped you guys, and it makes me feel good. That's what I'm doing this for, and to make a living too. I hope I make a good living by helping a lot of you. Most of my content is free, but if you need advanced help, check out the paid option. Oh, and I guarantee I can help you. If I happen to say, that's not something I can do, or it just doesn't solve your problem, I'll give you a refund. Well, hey, that's kind of it for that video. But if you guys want to know anything more about me, I just started a new channel called That Kilted Guy Behind the Kilt. Just kind of means behind the scenes. It's going to be more about our personal life, about our health issues. Like I said, I just had pneumonia. I aspirated during a colonoscopy, and you're going to get that a lot of times. It was mild pneumonia, luckily. And hey, if you want to learn about our drywall courses and ebooks we got coming out, go to thatkiltedguy.com, look for the sign up page, and sign up. I'm going to send everybody on that list a discount code for signing up, and you'll get a discount to a lot of the stuff we're going to release. Like, we're going to have a beginner, intermediate, advanced drywall course, a finishing course. We're going to do hanging courses, business building courses, texturing courses, and a bunch more, along with ebooks. I'm getting pretty close to getting back onto my Guide to Tools and Materials ebook. So go check the website out. You'll find out a lot of that information. Sign up there and you'll see what's going on. Hey, you see these other things popping up here? These are clickable links. If any of those interest you, click on one. I'm sure it'll help you out. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Take care, everybody.